Now, how does this apply to civilian life? All right. So as you're taking the uniform off, you also have to think that adapting to new organizations is basically what we do all the time in the military. You start off in your basic training unit, you PCS to your first duty station, and that unit is going to be different from their basic training unit. That's the same when you get to, that unit when you're a middle tier or mid-career officer or NCO, and it's going to be different when you get to that final tier officer or NCO job as you progress through the ranks, particularly if you move up from, platoon, company, brigade, division, et cetera, et cetera. Right? That's the same thing when you transition from the uniform. So you've done things a certain way for a certain period of time, and now you're transitioning out. And sometimes it's just nice to have a job. Like I've worked for companies where it's literally like, hey, we need you to do this. A super simple task. Cool. Love that. Why? Give me some guidance, give me a little bit of top cover, give me some wiggle room so I can do some, an individual initiative and display things. But at the end of the day, your job is X. All right, cool. I'm great at executing X. That's awesome. Where it becomes problematic is when that new situation goes, hey, look, we need you to do strategy. But you didn't hire me to do strategy. But okay, but don't get uncomfortable if I deliver something that you don't understand or something that's very, very complex for you to execute. And I've experienced that as well. And so that's one of the things that you have to be cautious of is as you're adapting to the new organization, make sure that you're the right fit. And how do you do that? In the interview. The interview is a two-way street, right? They're going to ask you questions about who you are, what you want to do, what you think your goals would be within this organization. But the other part of it is that is your chance up front to be like, hey, look, these are my expectations of this organization. This is what I expect leaders to do. This is what I expect my peers to do. This is what I expect the people that are working for me or with me in a supervisory capacity to do. Right.